What's been going on, sir?
Nothing much, man. It's just been a grind in getting content together,
Mhm.
getting content out, um, working through the progressions with people at the studio, and trying to be as good a partner and friend and son and brother as I possibly can. So it's professional stuff, life stuff.
Of course, that's how exactly how it's supposed to go. So, what the hell? So, tell everybody, how did the name tell me your villain origin story. How did the name the Chef Boy come about? Where did that come from?
Well, not so much a villain origin story. I will say that Chef Boy is the alter ego, if you
Okay.
will. More a title than a character, I suppose. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a really weird story. It goes back to when I was like 7. I was 7 years old. I'm hanging out with my sister Tawana. I believe you're familiar with her.
Yes, of course.
And I loved entertaining people. I loved making people laugh. I loved being the center of attention. I enjoyed that. So when I could make my sister laugh, it was a great day. It made my week. It made my month. It made my year.
Right.
So one day I was just throwing jokes, right? And she wasn't
Mm.
laughing. She was more annoyed than anything else. And I said, "All right, fine. Well, I look on the kitchen counter and I see a can of Chef Boy RD. I said, "Well, the Chef Boy RT, will exit stage left." She died. She died. I mean, she cried. There were tears. She fell to the floor. It was great. I enjoyed it so much. And what stayed with me years and
Mm-hmm.
years later, when I was thinking of a name for a YouTube channel or just a
Mm-hmm.
name for something, I people called me Artemis Prime, like Optimus,
Yes, I
that
remember.
people
Yeah.
thought. They called me a bunch of different names, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like Chef Boy. Chef Boy came back out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a core memory for me. It's one of
Right.
those that I can't get rid of, even if I tried to,
Right.
which I have tried. But
No, why would you try to get rid of that? Everybody, like,
because
it pops up and it's well known now. It's like
when,
it's a
when
big
when you
deal.
have older siblings, they're mean sometimes. So sometimes you just want to forget all the cool stuff.
Right.
Sometimes
I
I
get
just
it.
don't
I
want
get
to.
it.
So it's like you try to forget all of the fun stuff, but this one stuck with me, man. Like I am the chef boy, and I cook up them videos.
So you did a whole Dodge contest. Was it Dodge or was it?
It was
It
Dodge,
was
yes,
Dodge,
the Chief
and
Donut Maker competition.
I followed a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so I don't know the outcome. Well, I kind of know the outcome because I know you. But did you win? What
I did not
happened?
win. I did not win.
You were in the
I
top like 5 or 3 or
I was
something.
top 5. So for
Okay.
those who don't know, the Chief Donut Maker competition was a competition. It was a nationwide competition. I believe it might have been worldwide. I don't remember,
Mhm.
but it was 179,000 applicants. They
God.
were looking for somebody to take the dream role of
Mhm.
Chief Donut Maker, who would be paid a ridiculous sum of money, $150,000 over the course of a year,
Okay.
salaried position. They would be flown to cool events. They would get a company Hellcat, which
Oh,
honestly that was the
nice.
least exciting thing for me because I already had
Really?
a
Because you already
Hellcat.
have. That's right. You already had a
Yeah, I
Hellcat. Yeah,
already
yeah,
had it. I
yeah.
didn't care about that. It was fine. But just being the face of Dodge, just being in commercials,
Right.
being in charge of releasing content for them, it was exciting for me.
Right. Right.
They flew me out to Phoenix, Arizona, Radford Racing. The 10 of us were there. I made it through the first round,
Oh
did
man.
not make it through the next round.
Oh,
So yeah,
come on,
I
dude.
lost to a nice guy. His name is Preston Patterson.
Hmm.
I think he did a good job. I think he did a pretty good job.
Right.
And
Right.
it did burn a little bit. It hurt me a little bit
Right.
to
Right.
lose, especially because I felt like that was the dream job for me,
Right.
right? Not just because I love Dodge,
But
but it's
that
a
was
content creation position. It's a
right.
position where I get to flex my understanding of social media. I get to drive a really cool car
Hmm.
next to my other really cool
Cool.
car. I get to meet these cool people.
Hmm.
I get to go to these different events, whether it was road shows or the Meekum auction house or SEMA. Like I was able
Right.
to be in those spaces and literally as a representative of God. So it did burn to lose, but I will say one thing.
Hmm.
If I'd have won that competition, hitting the numbers that I've hit on social media and having the influence I've had thus far and
Hmm.
being able to help other content creators, I would have never thought that it was me. I would have attributed it to Dodge.
Really?
Think about it.
Really?
Before that, I wasn't doing anything, right?
Right.
And then Dodge, and now let's say I'm the chief donut maker for Dodge, and I move around and do stuff and blah blah blah. That's phenomenal.
Right.
But I mean, the thought process is very simple. If I'm not, if it wasn't because of my content, I would have never thought I was worth it. I would have never thought that somebody cared to see my content. In fact, I specifically told my little brother, nobody wants to see me. I'm not entertaining.
Wow, you see, I feel like a lot of content creators say that. Like, we all say that. We're like, nobody wants to watch you. Who wants to watch this? You know, we all say that. So,
Right.
but clearly it was a huge thing. Like, it was a big deal, especially lending to your passion to social media. Why did you want to bring that whole thing to these different platforms, to social media, to TikTok, to not so much Twitch, because I don't think you're on Twitch here, but
I'm just not really. I am just not really. So I do have a Twitch account.
Okay,
but,
what's your Twitch account? Because we need to put you on here.
It's DaChefBoi RT.
Oh, because it's like 50 DaChefBois.
Yeah, it's like DaChefBoi and the letter R and the letter T. They don't
That
stand
is
for
not
anything.
on here.
Huh?
It's not on here.
Yeah, you gotta be able to find me. It's DaChefBoi, letter R, letter T.
Letter R, letter T. Is there a space?
Yep. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Let's find
what?
out.
You find me, and then you hit Classic Sam.
Here we go. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna put it in here. Hold on, wait. Yes, I get it. The chat rules. All right, cool. Enter. Bam! It's in there. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Hang on a second.
It's in the chat.
It's in the. I put that in. This is somebody completely different.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Well, you know what?
I don't know nothing. I'm just here. I don't have to think at all. I'm here. I'm excited.
Like, I don't have to do anything. I just gotta sit here and be pretty.
And you know what? And I think that was the one part that made me really excited about this content creation thing, where. So I've been doing content creation since 2018. I have a production company in Brooklyn, and we worked with a number of different organizations all throughout the 5 boroughs, as far out as Tennessee, Oklahoma. Like, we've done brand stuff, not just social media stuff, but brand stuff, you know? So it's been cool to tell these stories. And I had one person specifically say to me, hey, you know, don't downplay your ability to write. You're a writer, but mind you, then I took that label on and I said, oh, I'm not a director, I'm a writer. Then I directed something. Oh, I guess I'm a director too. It's like
and then you produce something.
Yeah, but like, mind you, by the virtue of you doing, you are, yes. But sometimes you just got to take that skill set on because you have the skill set.
Right.
Let me say it better. You have to take that position on because you have the skill set.
Okay.
Like, I've been a director, great. That's not my apex skill. Talking is my apex skill, but that's fine. You need me to work with talent. Well, I am talent, so I know how talent thinks.
Right.
So it's great. It works out perfectly.
It's perfectly fine.
Exactly. So yeah. I mean, it's been an interesting journey, and I'm at the point now where it's like I love just being talent.
Okay.
You know. Like, I enjoy, yes, I do want to be there for the inception of the thought process. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Is this content car content? Is it motorcycle content? I don't know. But whatever that content is, it might even be motivational content. What do you need from me? I would rather have a director direct than me have to work through all of the progressions. Now, can I? Absolutely. And I've done it. I've done it repeated. I've done it all the time. But I like going to set.
Okay. See, okay, so you like going to set, but part of being a content creator, obviously, is directing yourself, you know, producing that content every day, posting every day, obviously as an editor, producer, director, but also as a talent. So all of that combined, how do you keep that all going? Like, how do you make that a thing every single day without fail?
I hate saying the same answer as other people, but this is a situation where I have to give the same answer other people have.
Okay.
You have to love it.
Okay.
I think burnout happens even in something that you love if you're doing it for efficiency's sake, and that's it.
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, and I've come to grips with the reality.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sound of my voice.
Really? Well,
I like
everybody. Full disclosure: everyone who's here, people who are lurking. I know this man from outside of content creation and outside of social media. I know his sister and I are besties. Like, I know this gentleman, so I know he does love the sound of his own voice.
I do. And the thing is, it sounds so narcissistic, but
Mhm.
I do like to hear myself talk.
Okay.
I do. And that's the thing that's the first line. Whenever someone asks me, well, what about this whole content creation thing? How do I do that? What do I do with my life? Like, forget even content creation. What do I do with my life? My response is be honest with yourself.
Right.
Be 1,000% honest.
Okay.
What do you like? What do you want? What are you interested in?
Okay.
For me, I know what I'm built for. And I know that what I'm built for requires me to manage projects,
Right.
to think through the progressions,
Mm-hmm.
and after those things, start talking to some people.
Right.
Motivate people. And not just motivate, and I'm not talking about motivating people to do the thing that they're supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
No, you should already be motivated to do what you have to do.
Right. You should be already in
But
that
motivating
place.
to that next step. Sometimes the next step is huge. You know, it's a company going from $300 million to $1 billion.
Right.
Sometimes it's just, you're good at what you're doing now. You need to learn some stuff.
Okay.
So I know what my truth is. My truth is I like it when someone asks me for my expertise. It makes me feel good to be able to offer a thought. If you ask me, and that's where my content came from.
Okay.
My content at first was, hey, let me just tell you about Hellcats.
Right. I remember. Yeah.
1,000 people can tell you about Hellcats. No one
Right.
cares. Hey, let me tell you about my Hellcat. No one cares about you. Stop. But once I started, I looked at everything that I've got, and if you go on Instagram at King Zeke, so it's underscore King Zeke underscore. It's my little brother, and he specifically said, "Yo, dog, what are you capable of doing right now?"
Right.
I said, "I mean, what do you mean?" And he said, "List off the things that you can release as content." And I said, I mean, car stuff, I guess. Driving stick, I guess. Motorcycle stuff. I mean, I do like computers too. And as I kept listing things off,
Right.
he looked at me strange and said, bro,
why are you not doing?
You can do everything. You know that, right?
Mhm.
Like, you can talk. You know what you're talking about. And you've got all this stuff to talk about. Bro, your life is a movie. People would love to watch that. And I said, I don't, what? And he said, you're a superstar who can do everything.
Right.
On the basketball court. Well, LeBron can. Bro, you know you're LeBron, right? And I'm like, that's no, I am.
Right.
And now once I stopped thinking, oh, I'm not.
Mhm.
Once I started saying, here are the other things I can offer. Like, if
Okay.
you were to sit next to me right now and say, hey, Artie, help me build a simulation rig for my computer.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you about all these things you can do. Like, if I would do that with someone here, just put me on film.
Right.
And that's where the success came from.
Okay.
It was just me understanding who I am as a person. What do I like to do? I like to talk. I also like to educate.
Okay.
And I it's not so much being a teacher. I want to give you something. I almost narcissistically want to be a part of your story. I want you to tell other people that Artie was a part of the story.
Right.
So when you win this race or when you do this amazing thing, you just kind of mention me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I will be happy.
Okay. So it's like one of those. It's like you're solid in your truth. That's what you're.
That's it. Be solid in your truth and don't be ashamed of the truth.
Okay.
I used to be like, I came to the realization that I like hearing myself talk the summer of last year. So right around June, July, right?
Right around nationals.
Right around nationals.
Right around nationals when we were like.
I think it might have been right after nationals, but yeah, it was definitely right after nationals.
Yeah, because we were doing some. We did some live streaming, of a couple tournaments.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, so we have an app in the dojo called Band. So it was said, hey Artie, can you do me a favor? Can you like live stream to the people that couldn't be here? Live stream the competitions, like the specific matches. Right. Notice what was said: the specific matches. Bro, I said, all right, cool. What's going on, y'all? We here right now. I got the camera turned around this way. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So look, take a look. Obvious. Look at Obvious. Look at him. Obvious, talk to me real quick. How you feeling about going into competition? And it just felt good.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I was in Texas. and I was at Texas Motorplex with people like Demonology
Okay.
and Knockout 360. Well, Knockout 360 wasn't there. Sorry. Demonology, CJ on 32s, Mr. Goddammit,
Ooh, okay.
a bunch of people. It's a bunch of people that were out there, and I'm connected with these guys. I'm talking to them. The head of that competition, like they were doing drag racing and stuff like that. He hands me the mic. I started talking, and people are like, "Oh my god, he's so amazing!" And
He's
I said,
so good.
This is great. This feels really good.
This is fun.
Then dude started bouncing back and forth with me, like we were like I was saying, "Hey, you know, New York got this." He hands me the mic. Like it was almost like real recognize real kind of situation.
Right,
and
right.
it took me off guard because to have somebody see this random dude who's like getting my wife was with me, Christine was with me, and she's filming me, and I'm like, yeah, Brooklyn's going to New York is gonna take this, Albany got this, yeah. And he's like, here you go.
Right.
And if you pay attention, no, he didn't do that with anyone else.
Right.
And the same situation happens everywhere I go. Hey, yeah, you want to talk?
Right. Because I remember I was like, I need you, Artie, stream.
Right. It's like, and that just feels good. So understanding the ugly of your truth.
Right.
And the ugly of my truth is that other people wouldn't get it. They wouldn't understand. Look, you're such a narcissist. Like, I guess I am.
I don't think that's narcissism. I think it's just a confidence that you understand and you know what your ability is and what you're meant to be doing. You know, like you're like, this is what I'm going to be doing. I am changing course, and because I'm changing course, this is what I want. Speaking of changing courses, when did you decide to do this full time? Like, when did this become? I'm not doing a day job. This is all I'm going to do. When did that start?
Interestingly enough, I consult every so often with healthcare organizations. So really, I always have a safety net.
Right.
But the moment it became, this or nothing else was, I'm going to say, it's funny because I've been releasing content since June 22. Technically, that's not true. It was the beginning of 22.
Okay.
But in terms of long form and like that first like YouTube video, hey guys, I'm doing this for real now, that was June. So really the beginning of 21, but we'll call it from June. And even then, I was kind of like, this isn't me. This isn't for me. I'm not that guy.
Really?
No, it was bad because the reason why I was doing it is because I really didn't want to let my little brother or my wife down. That's really it. Because my little brother, he's looking up to me like, yo, as a content creator, you're dope. And I'm like, so I'm like, I don't know what to say to you, bro. I don't know. Like, you're looking up to the wrong guy. Like, I'm not that guy. My wife is like, yo, I got you on anything you need in terms of like content idea generation. Shoot, I'll put the content out for you. I will post it for you, dog. Like, yo, you just got to get out there. And I'm like, because the thing is, she works with NBC. Right. With Peacock Productions. She's done stuff with True TV. She's worked with Aphrodite Jones. She's been on the same set as Issa Rae. She's got pictures with what is the new Tobey Maguire? No, not that guy. The other guy, the other Spider-Man, the newer Spider-Man, the small one.
The Zendaya's boyfriend.
That guy. With him, Michael B. Jordan, like, she is a monster unto herself. Right. Behind the camera, even in front of the camera.
Oh, I know.
For you to say, I'm gonna work with you because you're amazing, you're a liar. Why are you lying to me? I know why Christine's lying to me. No, it's because
she's not lying to just I'm telling.
No, but hear me out. I told her this already. You can tell her if you want to. I said she was a liar. I told her flat out.
Oh my God.
The thing is, I understood why she was lying. Because we smash it. You can't sit here. That's my wife, by the way. So, like, you can't sit here and tell me that you're okay with being married to a loser. So you have to lie to yourself. You can't be married to a loser and be Christine. So there's a cognitive dissonance. So he's still a loser, but you don't see him as a loser. That's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I believe.
But that doesn't.
Zeke, on the other hand, was harder. That one was harder because you ain't gotta be here. There was a time when he was coming to the studio every single day. Okay. And he was learning and he was growing, and then he released his own content, and now he's releasing his own content. Yeah. But at first it was all eyes on me, and I don't understand it, don't get it. Right. So when did that shift?
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly happened, to be honest with you. I think I was more so it was so I have this. I'm in the second of 2 sprints right now.
Okay.
In September, I devised a plan. Consistently release content every day on Instagram, shuttle it over to TikTok,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna go over as shorts to YouTube. We're gonna then learn through the analytics and grow.
Okay.
Figure it out, right?
Right.
Okay. Saw no growth in October.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of engagement.
Yeah, I know
then
that
I saw
feeling.
very slow growth, 20, 30, 50, 100 new followers per day.
Right.
Then started releasing some of the tutorial content and the beginner content. I don't care how you people feel about me, I'm talking to beginners, not you.
Right.
And that's when the growth took over. And that was in the middle of November.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, what? I'd already been monetized on YouTube. I got monetized on YouTube last year around about April.
Okay.
I hadn't seen a check.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like
you got to get to $100.
You have to get, yeah.
And
I
did not get to 100 from April until December. I did not get to $100. And then all of a sudden, you got a check coming, dog. Like, and it was $279.
I know you're like, yay!
No, I was tweaking because you know how much money. What is his name? I have his face in my head. He's a vlogger. He's a vlogger in New York City. He's literally Casey Neistat. Okay. So Casey Neistat, you know how much money he made in his first YouTube check?
How much?
$9.
See, here's the thing. I would be happy if it was $9. I'd be happy if it was $2. The first time I got a Twitch check, it was $50. I have it.
Come on.
Where's that?
Because the thing is, just like what Casey Neistat said, I understood it before. So my boy Dubs, he came through, and I was telling him like, "Yo, bro, I'm about to get my first YouTube check," and he's like, "You know what Casey Neistat said?" And I had already said it out loud before he said it. He said that $9 made me believe that I could do this.
Yeah.
That $200 made me believe that I could do this. Sorry, $279.65 made me believe that I could do this. Like, really, actually help people because so. If you want to get views, if you want to get likes, all of that's cool. Like, you catch attention, you be relatable, blah blah. But I wanted shares and saves.
Right.
I want people to
I'm
share
the same way.
content.
I'm the same. I want you to save my video.
I want to give you so much value that you're able to come back to it. Because in my mind, and I know it's what do you call it? Narrative bias, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna craft this story. If you saved a video, then you're saving it for that day that you get your motorcycle and you go to a parking lot. You're by yourself and you open up your phone, you go to your saves and you go to the DaChefBoi's recipes. That's how you name it. And you go into breaking. Hey guys, here's how you need to break. All right, let me go practice that right now.
Right.
Oh, I get it. Great. Let me work on this next thing. That's what I'm thinking. That's the kind of value that I want to give. Right. And I tell people I'm not an influencer. I'm a content creator.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
There's huge difference. And we're gonna get to that in a second because there's definitely difference. And there's like a news article that just came out about influencers versus content creators. And
please send me that article, please.
It's about the Olsen twins. I don't know if you really want to read it.
I'm down for the cause. I am down. Let's do it.
Well, let's get to it then. So recently, the Olsen twins, they're into fashion. They have their own brand, and they have decided that they are not allowing influencers on their runway in their shows at all. Specifically because
I'm on Twitch right now.
Hi! I saw you before in his YouTube video.
Right now. Oh. Yes.
Go to Twitch!
If you're coming to the studio, hurry up. All right, talk to you later.
Or go to Twitch.
Or go to Twitch. I told him I'm streaming on Twitch. He knows what my stuff is. You better hurry up.
You better come to my channel. I need more people. Anyway, so... Look, I hit 200 followers. We're a happy camper. We are a happy camper. 200 followers on Twitch, 1,600 on TikTok. We're happy campers right now. We're very happy. So, the Olsen twins decided that they are not allowing influencers in their shows because they spoil the experience. They watered down the collection, and they encourage waste. So they encourage fast fashion. With that mindset, what do you think? However, they are allowing certain content creators, people who are in the fashion industry, who create content to boost the fashion industry. That's what they're allowing. what are your thoughts on the difference between an influencers who tend to spoil things, and content creators who have the tendency to build things up?
So I don't necessarily think that an influencer spoils things. I think that there are influencers who really should not be in the game,
Okay.
just because if your aim, and this is the thought process. I said this to a brand earlier today, that content creators lead with the story,
Right.
influencers lead with themselves.
Yes.
Now, there are great influencers, and I think you're an influencer once you hit a certain number, right? Whatever number allows you to bring people in, great, life is good. But I just feel like, no, you shouldn't be looking for free things because you're bringing people in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Content creators like Keith Lee, for instance.
Right.
I like him. Dude is literally generating content.
Yes.
He is bringing content to the forefront, and he's offering value, not just in the content itself, but also IRL.
Yeah.
Hey, take a look at this not so well-known food place.
Right. Right.
So I feel like he's a content creator, but to call him anything but an influencer, to call him anything but a content creator and influencer feels disrespectful, because he can influence the masses.
He has.
But he's not just an influencer. He is generating content. He is putting something into the world. The, content creators, we start with story.
Right.
If I'm gonna work with a brand, I need to know. So, like for instance, there's a brand that I'm working with, Uniclutch, and they build clutches that are as universal as you can possibly imagine.
Okay.
One clutch, one flywheel that can be applied to dang near any manual vehicle. Right? Masterful work. But are they selling clutches? No.
Nope.
They're selling engagement. They're selling the ability to engage with your vehicle.
Right.
If I'm selling utensils, am I selling cookware? No.
No.
I am selling the means by which you enjoy your meal. There should be an experience associated with the thing that you're doing.
Right.
And I'm supposed to, as a content creator, build content, generate content around the story of the experience. If I don't understand that, I am an influencer. Why? Because I would like a free meal. I want a free shirt. I want a free pair of pants. Give me some sneakers. Give me a car. Give me this. Give me that. That is what an influencer does. A content creator gives.
Right. 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 I mean, you could also see, and I've seen it on TikTok, and then I believe on Instagram. There's a reel about the Ace family influencers.
So the what?
The Ace family.
Ace, gotcha.
Yeah, so they're influencers. They were considered to be influencers. Their whole platform was, look how wonderful our life is, and they banked on it and crashed and burned. So yeah, they banked on not real content, not I'm having a conversation with some great people, or not this is how you start a motorcycle. This is how
it's just not even, it's not offering value.
Right.
It is inward facing. So the best way to look at it is an influencer faces in, a content creator creates
outwards. Right. Exactly. So across all the platform, there appears to be like, and this is my opinion, so don't come at me, please.
Why would I'm not ever going to come at
you. Talk about people in chat.
Oh,
okay. Don't come at
you.
me. But there appears to be a little bit of a diversity problem. And for me, specifically for my main platform of Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPG, it's clear to see. It's a very white cisgendered, male-dominated field. And under your platform, do you see that type of problem, and how have you coped with it, if you have?
Do I see that there is... Well, I'll say this. There are cheat codes. Right?
Okay.
I think that there are cheat codes. If I were to work with a female content creator in the motorcycle space, she is going to be, I believe they call them view bots.
Okay.
She's a view bot. I'm going to get thousands of views that I didn't earn on my own. You know what I mean? And it's not just because of the collaboration, right? The word collaborate. It's because I have a female here. And I think in the space, let's be real. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather look at a woman anyway. Me personally, like doing the same content I'm doing. Absolutely,
of course, right.
I 100%. Women are just beautiful creatures created and crafted in the visual of a Most High God. My God. Is a poetry about women, okay? But I want to watch a woman faster than I would want to watch a man. No, and that's no shade to dudes. Like, I'm clearly a dude,
Right.
and I'm putting out content, and I'd like for you to watch my content, but I understand.
Right.
In fact, if you look at like the last, I think it was the last couple of weeks, is one video. I'm not in it. It's a collaboration on Instagram with a young lady. She is literally getting off of my bike and doing some stuff on the bike, and people were commenting about how dope I am.
I think I saw that. I went to the
comment section. In the video.
I went to the comment section like, this is weird.
I wasn't in the video. Now, mind you, most people are like, you know, they're commenting about how dope the choreography was.
Right.
But there are people like, oh, I love the Chef Boy. What you mean?
He's not even here. That's my
bike. I
bike.
didn't earn that 17,000. It was literally my bike. I even told her, like, don't tag me in this. I don't need to be tagged in this. Like, she said, no. This is your bike, so you're gonna. I said, you don't need
to tag me.
No, I don't need. I'm not eating on this. It's fine. It's fine. Got a bunch of follows out of that. For what? Because there was a woman on my page. So I don't think so much about the diversity, lack or otherwise. Yes, I do see that. Wow, can I think of a black motorcycle educational content creator? No, I cannot. Because Dan the Fireman's white. MC Ryder, he's white. Man, Fort9, he's white. Adobo Moto, well, he's not white. His name Adobo. I believe he's Filipino.
I think it's Filipino, but either way.
Yeah, but like, do I see dark-skinned dudes doing this? Nah. In fact, one of my favorite quotes came specifically from this guy named Benji. He said to me on is this YouTube? Is this YouTube? This is not YouTube. This is on TikTok. He said, your content is so great. A black creator making safety forward and beginner friendly content. For real, thank you. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, cool, okay.
Okay. The reason why I do this is on my wall. I have to show you. I don't even know if I can stretch it this far, but if you look at my wall, you will notice that I have a number of different things posted, and that's my door. It's got a bunch of things posted.
Yes.
The reason for that is I am constantly being reminded, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. Hold on, I'm breaking things. There we go. I don't even know. The camera's
like, what is happening?
Yeah, my camera doesn't move. It doesn't move. It sits right here and it doesn't do anything else. Okay, so my content has been useful and valuable to so many people.
Right.
And they have been very, very vocal about the fact that the content has done something for them. I gotta read this one. All right. This is one of those that nearly brought me to tears. Okay. Actually, I had tears in the back of my eye, and I fought it. Like I said, not gonna cry.
Don't
you know what I mean? So I sat down. I was in bed, and I'm looking at it because, mind you, it's a bunch of mean comments.
Okay.
And then this one.
Oh God. Okay, wait. Don't make me cry. So wait. Okay, here we go.
He said, Moto Dad. He called me Moto Dad.
Aww.
I found your YouTube. Why? I've been on Instagram learning from you for a while.
Aww.
Did you know you taught me how to start and move my bike? Then he put those smiling, crying faces.
Aww.
Just to make sure that I understood that this was a big deal for him. Because that's the thing. I learned a lot of people that follow me are not even beginners.
Okay.
They're people that have been on bikes.
So they know
how. People that have been in cars. They drove. This one dude, he's like, yo, I love what you do for the automotive community. What? No, literally, he wrote that. He's like, thank you so much, man. You're definitely a lifesaver. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing for the automotive community.
What?
What do you mean what I'm doing for the automotive community? What does that mean? And I find out later, dude knows how to drive stick. He's asking me, I'm gonna say basic questions. But I've become the stupid question guy because I don't believe that there's such a thing as common sense. I believe that common sense is developed when the situations become common. I'll never forget being torn apart in a Reddit. I asked people a question and they tore me apart.
Yep.
And I wasn't able to walk away with anything valuable.
Yep.
And now I've got people on TikTok live. I go live like every 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I got people asking me really simple questions. Hey, what kind of bike should I be looking for as a beginner?
Right.
Do you know how you're going to be torn apart by many members of the community? People don't forgot what it was like to be a beginner.
Yep.
So that's why I do it, because I've got a wall full, and I got a bunch more that I printed out. Yo, I go through ink. I go through ink.
Do you have an ink subscription? Because I have an ink subscription.
No, I can't do it. I get new ink every like week or two.
Oh wow.
Because I have to print these out, man. I had a woman named Lilith. Thanks for the video. I actually used your series to start learning. Some other person who didn't even have a name on TikTok. I can say, Chef, you're one of the best teachers here on TikTok. Thanks for the classes. Like, passionate and intellectual. Yeah, it's basic information, but so what? Stop hating. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the help. I like how you do what you're doing. It helps everyone who wants to learn how to ride. Like, it's crazy. People are actually telling me that the content is working for them. So and of course, I get some very aggressive people who say some mean things. But honestly,
I was just about to ask.
When I look at it, I make sure not to look at it on my computer very often, because I don't want to associate bad feelings with my setup. I like my office, so I don't want to mess that up. But man, I'll look at it on here, and I'm scrolling through, and I catch somebody like, you ready? You want to hear some of the worst comments I've ever gotten?
I was just about to ask, have you had people
rent-free
come at you?
I have rent-free. You ready for the 2 worst ones I had so far?
Go ahead. Yes.
All right. Your content comes out of the same drawer as watermelon and chicken.
Wow.
You want one worse than that?
Wow.
Bro sounds like his hormone therapy's working. Yo, bro's definitely a car girl. I mean, let's go. You know what? Let's just do it real quick. Let's go to YouTube Studio, right?
Oh my
I'm just
God.
gonna blind read some of these comments. Let's just blind read some of them.
I don't get that. I've only gotten okay, I've got in-person stuff, not that.
Here we go, personal. Double bubble. That's what we called your mom back in the day.
Yeah. What the fuck? What? First of all, don't talk about moms like that.
Oh wow. I mean, literally, like, dude's advice is always debatable. I mean, that's not bad. That's fine.
Okay, that's opinion. Whatever.
That's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. That's fine. You should twin turbo your Hellcat. Oh, that's not bad. Never mind.
Okay.
Sorry, that was not the. Congrats. Oh, okay.
Congrats on
wow.
What are we congratulating you on?
Wow, somebody got. I was talking about my new car. So congratulating that. Wait. Look and sound like EDP.
Wow, that's me. For those of you who don't know, EDP means emotionally disturbed person.
You know what's funny? I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, that's me. That is a EMT paramedics slang. That's what we call. Yeah, so that's me.
Got it. Okay. Oh wow, he called my car stupid.
Oh,
I would never waste that much money on a stupid car.
That's just nice. That's lovely. So off of the back of these then, with these mean tweets, as you know, they're not tweets, but these mean comments, what motivates you to keep going at this when you have stuff like that? What is your driving
These comments
force?
right here.
Really?
These comments right here. Love this dude's content. Keep it up, player. Wish you all the success. Love the videos, bro. They definitely helped me learn some things about motorcycles. Like I mentioned in your first live, my first bike was a ZX14R. Now, real quick, if you're not into motorcycles, people know engine sizes, right? Like bigger number, bigger engine, dangerous, will kill you.
Yes.
ZX14R is a 1441cc motorcycle. In case you don't know, most people get 500s.
Yes, especially to begin with, because when I decided I was eventually going to get a motorcycle, I was told, just get a 500. Just get a 500, Mike. I don't want a 500.
And this dude's bike is 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds, okay? So, and that's if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Like, if you don't know how to launch it correctly. 2.1 seconds. So, he's saying to me, you're helping a lot of new riders, and I learned a bunch. Dude started on my bike.
Okay.
They're saying, like, it's stuff like that. Then I've got other content creators saying things like, yo, like I said, okay, I told dude him and his car were iconic vehicles, right? Dude says, so are you. One dude was like, I said, yo, honestly, I didn't think that people would rock with my content because, you know, I don't slide my vehicle. I don't do this. I don't do that. And dude said, bro, you have a lot to offer.
Right.
You're him. Like, I have other content creators saying, I'm learning, I'm growing, I got a lot coming. Thanks so much. Like, why would I stop because somebody says that my hormone therapy started working? Like, and a lot of people say, bro, you talk too much. I make money talking.
That's the whole point.
What?
That's the whole point of being in front of camera. Like, you have to be able to talk. You have to be able to say things. You have to be able to emote. You know?
I'm not even, and it's cool. Like, every time someone says, yo, bro's a yapper, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I've actually, you want to know the coolest one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. I was live on TikTok, and dude writes, oh, look, it's a Lego 11031.
Oh, what? I don't know.
Google it. I will not take this joy.
Oh, God.
Did you Google it?
Google time.
Did you Google it? You gotta Google it.
I'm gonna Google it. What is it?
Once you Google it,
Lego.
I will then explain what happened next.
Lego what?
That's great. For those of you that don't want to Google it,
Lego.
Sure
what is it? Lego what?
You. I'm sure Sam will tell you what a Lego 11031 is.
11031.
Lego 11031. I just need to see.
Wow.
Yep. That's exactly what he called me. Yep. Come on, you gotta tell the people.
I'm not saying that out loud.
You gotta say it.
I'm not.
You gotta tell the people.
I do
not
not
hold this from the people.
Oh, you know what? I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
You can't hold this from the people.
It is a chimpanzee monkey Lego thing. That is foul.
Now, real quick. Hold on. So I would, if this was the first time I'd ever heard this, I would have said, yo, that's funny, dog. That's hilarious. But no, he got that from someone else. Like, I saw it on a TikTok reel prior to this. So clearly, on TikTok's video prior to this. So clearly, you're not being funny. You're just repeating something and now just being a jerk. Because if that was the first time I heard it, I would have laughed. But I said, yo, bro, that's not cool. So later, I'm like, mind you, everybody in the chat's killing him. Like, right. Shut up. You're clearly an incel. And I'm like, yo, wait, everybody stop. Everybody stop. Stop attacking him.
Right. Because
even he was confused. Why? And I said, because he probably just wants attention.
Right.
So, bro, what do you want to talk about right now? That man came back and gave me, I'm not joking, somewhere near 500 roses.
Wow. I gotta go live on TikTok. Wow.
He is now a consistent part of our community. Really? He got nothing to do with motorcycles. He's just here for the community. And mind you, on TikTok, I'm trying to build a community, and we've done well so far, building a community where new riders can come in, ask questions, learn stuff, and we're partnering with longtime riders, people that have been on the track hundreds of thousands of miles. So it's like, I'm cool. I am 100% cool with people attacking me. Go ahead. I keep telling people, I'm 6'2", 280. Yeah, I know. I don't need nobody attacking other people for me. If somebody starts saying mean things to me, do me a favor. Let them rock. 6'2", 280 knows karate. So, like, I can take a punch, dog. It's fine. Yeah. Like, and besides, I will say that I am more emotive and emotional than most guys my size, age, whatever. But at the same time, one cheat code for content creators, you can't do this alone. You got to have a team. Right. And I don't mean a team that's releasing content for you. I'm not saying that you need a team that's going to help you to create and disseminate your content. Right. You need a team you can go back to with your tail tucked between your legs and someone whose lap you can lay in, or somebody whose bosom you can lay in, or somebody who's just gonna say, baby, it's all right. That just mean they stupid. Sometimes you just need that. Right. Because I heard those two comments I told you about, bro's hormone therapy working and the same George chicken and watermelon. That happened at the beginning of my content creator journey. Okay. That hurt. Yeah, look. But what did I do? Those things tend to hurt. Like I've told the story before, but I also do game mastery for hire, specifically Dungeons and Dragons, but other things as well. That being said, I was hired one time, sight unseen. They went to the website, they looked at the thing, hired me. Great, go to the place. The guy opens the door. He goes, "Oh, if I had known you were black, I wouldn't have hired you." And I'm just like, okay,
So I could have turned around and refunded his money and gone about my business, but we did the game. He paid me, he tipped me, and it was fine, you know. But I could have tucked tail and started crying and running like, this is awful, I'm never doing this again. Didn't happen.
Exactly.
You know, so sometimes
But now, Sam, you got to remember, you stronger than I am.
I am not.
You stronger than I. Listen, when they said that mean stuff to me, I went to, it was funny because I went to Christine and I sat down and like she was sitting on the couch, so I like curled up into a bit of a large ball, and I lay my head on her lap and I'm like, yo, I don't like this, man. And she's like, she puts her hand on my head, pauses Netflix, and for the next like half hour we talk about how mean people are. Like, you need to have that. But Sam, you like, oh really?
By
No, you paid me,
myself.
stupid. So we gonna enjoy this time together, stupid. And then after that, you gonna tip me, stupid. And you gonna be stupid later, stupid.
Stupid.
And I'm gonna come back later if I get paid more money, stupid. I'm gonna go to the bank with your money, stupid. You know what I mean? Like that's the end all be all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know that I
guess.
would have been that strong though. You know, it's like I wish I had. So okay, I told Zeke, I told my little brother, yo, dude said I sound like my hormone therapy's working, and he looked at me and was like,
That was it.
There was no conversation. There was no hand holding. He was not like,
and
you know, people are mean, people suck. I was like, bro, that's all you have to say, man.
Yep.
You ain't got nothing else to say, bro.
Nope.
Like, you can't. He's like, no. What do you want me to say, man?
Like, you want me to hold your hand?
And then all of a sudden, it was just water under the bridge, and we kept talking about other stuff. And I was like, oh wait, it really is that simple, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes it is. You know, sometimes it really is that simple, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, why am I? What is going on here? I'm getting all these weird notifications. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes it's that easy, and sometimes it's like, I'm gonna suck this up and do this thing, but when I get home, I'm gonna go home and cry. you know. So
I do more than go home and cry.
So, you have learned. What have you learned recently about being an on-screen presence? Like, what, other than obviously knowing that this is what you are, this is what you're going to do, what other things have you learned about being an on-screen presence?
That I'm really good at this. It's funny, like I think I've been searching for the thing I was really good at, right? Like I'm a business major, right? Or rather, I was a business major and graduated. So I got my BBA concentrated in management, BA in business philosophy, minors in professional applied ethics, entrepreneurial studies, and minority business.
Okay,
got that from
seriously.
college. I don't know, and the reason I remember it is because that's how I introduced myself.
Really?
That was my identity. Hey, how are you? My name is Artie Shaw Jr. I graduated BBA concentrated in and the reason I did that was because that was the apex of my skill set.
Right.
I could do a CPM quickly. I understood how to read budgets. I understood personnel management. I had the credentials to be able to tell you what you needed to do for your business. I was more of a business consultant than anything you'd seen. And I also had a sales skill set. So I was able to pretty much jump into any role and immediately make an impact.
Right.
And that was the apex of what I was.
Okay.
Or so I thought. And when my first business failed, I was confused and saddened, and I tucked tail and went back to New York. When my nonprofit failed, I again tucked tail, went back to New York. I had a tech startup. I had and all these businesses failed, and I was like, I suck. What am I good at?
What do you mean I suck? Like
that was my conclusion. At the end of every project, you need to have what's called a lessons learned register.
Okay.
It's a document that you create of all the lessons you've learned. And the lesson I learned every single time. So you literally, I'm not joking, you write it down, file it away.
Okay.
Come across a project that's like that project, you go back into that project, you look at the lessons learned. I had 5 lessons learned in 2014. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck.
Oh my God.
You suck. You suck.
You suck. Jesus Christ.
And I would look at that every day, not physically, right? But I would look at it in my head every day. You suck, you suck, you suck. You sock your sock. 2014 was hard, man.
Right.
It was hard.
I'm not laughing at you, but this is hilarious.
Listen. You went to school for business.
Right.
You're running a business. You're not doing business, you sock. You're not good. Have to fix your sock.
Oh my God.
So I put it away. And it was just like, whatever. 2015 comes and, I get married to this beautiful smoking hot. Let me just show y'all real quick. I'm sorry. I just gotta, look at her.
Hi, Christine. I'm a towel.
Girl, sexy.
I'm
But anyway, so I'm hanging out with her. I was making $45,000 a year at a company that I can't mention because I don't know. I think I signed an NDA or something. And I don't remember. There's a reason I can't talk about it, but I forgot. It's been so many years. But she was making 60. Okay. And I was like, man, she has her master's. I got to get my master's. So I quit my job. Like, we talked about it. The first 3 months of my marriage, I was not working. I was preparing for the GMAT so I could go to B school, business school. Mm-hmm. Man, I do really well on tests.
Okay.
I didn't do well on this one.
Okay.
There was so much math involved.
Wait, I'm confused. Why?
I don't know. I wasn't good at it. But I tell you one thing. Mm-hmm. I went back to that 5. Your sock, and I had to write one more time. Your sock. So now I am gone. Mm-hmm. I wasted money. I wasted time. Mm-hmm. And she's the breadwinner now. I'm making 0. She's making 60 a year, and it's like
60?
Yo. So that
60 a year?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she was making 60,000. She was making 60,000 at that time. It was back in like 2015.
Okay.
And I'm like, this sucks. So I wasn't in depression. I didn't have depression at the time. Mm-hmm. I was just really sad.
Right.
I was not happy, and I didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So then Christine asked me, "Yo, you trying to pick up a job, or what you trying to do?" And I was like, "I gotta find a job." So I found a pretty good job at that time, but like, all right, well, I don't really want to do this. I mean, I do want to do this. It was training, right? Like IT training, technical training. And then after doing that first job, I realized, oh wait, I'm actually really good when I'm in front of people. Just like sales, okay. Maybe I should do more consulting in this field. Right. So I've been a consultant in the field, not just as a trainer, but as a project manager as well. Somebody refused to get me certified in the application, so I got myself certified as a project manager.
Okay.
You gonna say no to me, then I'm gonna say yes to me. It's all good. It's all good. That reminds me, I have to re-up my certification in like 4 years. I'll explain that later. If anybody wants cheat codes when it comes to the PMP, let me know.
Right. Your latest YouTube short mentions, you were talking about instructor, and you had a video where you were telling people to, a long form video where you're telling people to post content, don't wait.
Yes.
Like, is this a new venture for you? Will you be instructing people how to be successful creators? Is this something that you want to do?
The creator side thing? Like, oh, hey, here's how you do creation of stuff and things? Probably not.
Really?
I'm not a social media coach.
Okay.
To believe that I could do that almost feels like a lie. I can tell you what I know is the best way I could approach something like that. Okay. And there's a lot that I don't know, so I don't know that I would ever explicitly say, hey guys, let me take you from 5 followers to 15. Like, I don't know that I'm that guy.
Right.
So I don't know that I would do that, but am I going to continue to tell people to tell their stories? 100%.
Okay.
Am I going to continue to tell people that their voice is worth it and should be heard? 100%. I just don't know that my content would ever move to, hey guys, here's how you're going to make $150,000 in 1 year using Instagram.
Like, I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know that part I don't know about. Right. Now, do I want people to ensure that they understand that their story's worth it? Yes. And sometimes you just need, interestingly enough, a random person to tell you that it's worth it.
Right.
Sometimes you just need that. Sometimes you just, oh my God, it's a cat!
Oh, that's Sisu.
Sorry.
You know, I have two of them. That's Sisu. So I know you're saying that it's not going to be a venture for you to be how to be a successful creator, but I've watched that video a couple times.
Really?
Yes, I've watched that video a couple times. Specifically
Why would
because
you do that?
I was in a spot where I was like, why am I like, I enjoy talking to people. This is my thing. I like talking to people. I like talking to people, finding out about them, especially when they're interesting, you know, and funny and stuff like that. And I love.
I'm funny looking, but yeah.
You know what? The funny thing about Artie, and I say this to all the time, he didn't do pre-K and he didn't do kindergarten because he doesn't know inside voice.
Yeah, you know what the funny part is? So I love my Elgato Wave 3 because notice how look how low it is, right?
Yeah. Oh my God.
La 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 la. Look how it
Because Elgato even knows that you have no inside voice. Like, this is a normal thing. So I watched that video and I kept saying to myself, like, because I was at a point where I was like, why am I continuing to do this? Why am I doing interviews? And I realized this, one, it's something I enjoy, it's something I like, and two, I'm actually good at it. So, you know, I'm actually pretty good at it. So that's the best part about it. That being said, it felt instructional. Even though you weren't giving instruction, it felt instructional.
All right, now you're making me want to look this up. I felt like I knew what you were talking about.
I know exactly. I think Zeke was there, and there was somebody else there. Christine
you're
was.
talking about the YouTube video.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And it, even though it technically wasn't instructional, it felt instructional. You know what I mean? It felt.
I understand what you're saying.
Right. So.
It's still weird, but I understand it.
It's still weird, but I think it felt like, I was like, is this something he's going to be doing now? Because if this is something he should be doing now.
The thing is, so to pretend that I'm not motivational in my speech would be a lie. I know that I'm motivational in my speech. I know that because, and it's funny because someone asked me, why is it that I can listen to you for hours? And I said, I would love to say it's because I'm entertaining, but that's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The reality of the situation is I internally care about you. Because I care about you, my speech is a certain way.
Right.
Notice that my stories, even when I'm telling stories about me, my stories rotate to you.
Right.
Such as you're telling me that you broke your ankle when you were young. Well, I'm telling you that it was better that you broke your ankle when you were young because I'm older, broke my ankle, and now it sucks. Hey, quick question. Are you able to tell when it rains?
Yeah, yep, exactly. I know exactly what it's going to rain because shoulder.
Well, my ankle and my knee, they both tell me, hey, you know what? It's going to rain tomorrow. Oh, my God.
It's about to snow.
Man. You know what? I don't even know what's going to happen, but something is going to be in the air tomorrow.
Okay,
you know, it's not okay. But that's the thing. I genuinely care about people. And I think that comes through in my TikTok exchanges and in all of the other spaces that I'm in.
For anyone who wants to, in your opinion, wants to get into this as a full-time job to be successful in this industry, what is the most important personality or trait or strength would that person need to work in your industry or work in content creation, or even just specifically how you are focused on motorcycles and cars? Like what's personality would they need to be successful?
I'm gonna coin this term CDC.
Okay.
It's more like a 3-step process, but you need all 3 of them: consistency, discipline, and creativity.
Gotcha.
You have to be, before you even have the right to be creative, you have to be consistent.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's just like, find the most efficient pathway, get stuff out, and call it a good day. Once you have mastered consistency, you know that you're disciplined.
Okay.
Now, if you are not disciplined, you can't be consistent.
Gotcha.
Discipline is doing the thing that you want to do and the thing you don't want to do like you want to do it. Especially when you think of something in your head and you're like, this would be a great idea, go execute right now. Right
Right.
now, don't even write it down. Execute.
Gotcha.
Well, I can't because of these things. No problem. Write it down, plan it, and execute it. You know, especially if
Right.
the content is completely wrapped around you or something that's in your space. Like, it doesn't have to do with other people. I don't have to wait for other people's schedules. You need to just be consistent, and you need to just go do it.
Right.
Then at a certain point, you have to begin to optimize that content. You can't just continue to be consistent. You need to optimize and do the right things, right? Like, TikTok doesn't care nothing about my Hellcat.
Nope.
None.
Zero.
Instagram cares more about educational content, and so the TikTok does as well. TikTok cares
Mm-hmm.
more about educational content, but at least I can put Hellcat stuff on Instagram.
Right.
YouTube don't really care all that much about motorcycle stuff. They care about my Hellcat.
They care about your numbers.
Right, so it's like, all right, I have to now be creative, but it's more optimization. But
Right.
what does it mean to optimize? It's about creatively operating within the constraints.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be intelligent enough to know what the constraints are.
Right.
But it's not really intelligence either. It's creativity.
It's creativity, but I think creativity takes a level of intelligence. Like, if you're
Absolutely.
not smart,
It's a different intelligence than book smarts. Yeah, you're
Right.
absolutely right. It is still a high level intellectual ideology.
yes,
100%.
right,
But I
Right.
would say that those are the three things that you need. I would never say that there's one more important. If you told me I can't be disciplined, then you can't do this. If you're telling me that you're not creative, you could possibly get away with just being disciplined.
right,
You could possibly get away with that
right,
because you might just be entertaining. Like, there's this one chick. I no offense to her, but she's the one that does the podcasts with like Drake and Shaq and them. I have no idea who she is.
Who?
But she's her whole shtick is that she's so deadpan. Like she delivers everything.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's very, very annoying because you're like, why are you even there? Like, I don't understand why she's there. I think I know who you're talking about.
Dag, that was aggressive. But hey,
Yeah, I like, it's one of those moments you're like, why is she there? I don't get it.
Why are you here?
like
Go away.
Go away. Like, I don't understand. Why are you here? Or my favorite, what you doing here? You know, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, they're having conversations, and she's
Oh
like,
my god!
wow.
Yeah, she's kind of like, so do you want me to give you some money?
Like, right, and she's like, I'm that kind of girl who would do that, and I'm like, why are you there? Like,
I feel like she's actually highly entertaining.
really?
It's like, it's cringe content, right?
Right. Okay, I got
Cringe
you.
content is actually pretty good content. There are literally cringe channels on Instagram that people are hundreds of thousands of people are subscribed to, or following.
Mhm.
My God, I don't do that because cringe actually makes my heart and my body.
It feels like, first of all, why do you want your booty cheeks to tighten up? Because you're uncomfortable. It's the worst feeling in the world. You know, it's like, oh my God, why are they doing that? Ew, ew, ew. Like, why do you want to do that? That's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. You know.
I mean, some people find it fun, so I mean, I'm
guess.
not gonna yuck anyone's yum.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
not yuck anyone's
I
yum.
try not to do that. You're right. It's not good to yuck someone's yum. However, if you're dumb, you're dumb. That being said, you are currently on TikTok. You're at 27,000. No, hold on. So on
I'm here. No, I'm here. You said I got numbers on places.
Yeah, so you got TikTok 27,000. Actually, no. Yes, TikTok 27,000. Instagram's at 48K, and YouTube's at about 30K. What does that feel like? I
You
know
doing
that.
30?
Let me tell you something.
Nah,
I know
it's at
that
49.
Boy, bye.
Nah, it's at 29.5.
Boy, bye. It is the same damn thing. 30,000. Okay, stop playing with me.
Nah, man, nah. I like to go by each decimal place. You know.
Oh my God.
When I was a younger content creator, a younger person, period, but younger content creator, a less mature content creator, and even to this day, whenever I got a new subscriber or a new follower, I would thank God for that.
Right.
Like, literally, lately I had to turn all of my notifications off.
Really?
Once you hit 4,000 notifications in a day, you stop.
I wish. Let me tell you something. I get two. I get two in a day.
It hurts because it's like I have it on my watch. Now this watch, whether I have my phone unlocked or not, will still vibrate. So it's like, Like
Really?
17 times in 27 minutes. And I said, oh, thank God. 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 Oh,
Like,
thank
stop
God. Oh,
it!
thank God. Oh, thank God. And it was like, all right, I have to turn this off. And then Instagram turned it off for me. I don't even
Really?
know how to turn it back on. But TikTok, I had to turn that off. YouTube, I had to turn that off.
See, the thing is, I get occasional, like, one or two. I get probably, like, on average, I get 2 or 3 a day. So 2 or 3 a day of new followers, and it's like, oh, cool, yay!
And thank you.
Yay! And I look at it like, yay, thank you. Oh, cool, yay, thank you. So I can't imagine having that many and it constantly going off. So at what point do you kind of go, okay, this is overwhelming, or do you have that overwhelming feeling at all, or is it just like it's fine?
No, not overwhelming. More. Like I told you, I have an attitude of gratitude.
Right.
So the fact that you're trying to rock with the Chef Boy, my God, really, really, really.
He's like, really?
Thank you so much. Like, thanks for being here. And whenever I see that somebody followed on during one of my lives or something like that, I'm like, yo, thanks for joining the journey.
Right.
Thanks for being here. Grab you a jacket and let's ride out. Right. But there's motorcycle content where you're just following because, hey, the funny bald black guy is saying stuff that makes me laugh. All right, cool.
Funny bald black guy.
I'm just saying, you sock.
You don't know the
sock. Like, these are all my lessons learned. Here are my lessons learned. But yeah, I would say no. I've never felt overwhelmed by it. And in fact, I don't even think getting to these numbers is the hard part. The hard part is continuing to offer value that would cause people to not unfollow.
Right.
That would cause people to not unsubscribe.
Right.
Like for some people, you have to do something to cause them to actively unsubscribe or actively unfollow.
Yeah. Something has to happen. Yeah, like
Yammy Noob lost a lot of people because he did some wild stuff with one of his employees. And it was like, okay, yep, I'm actively unfollowing you. I'm going to vote with my follow. Or unsubscribe.
Wild, or is it like bruh? Like, is that wild, or is it like, I don't think you should be doing the thing that you were doing?
It's every part of that. It's every part. Yammy Noob anyway. Yammy Noob is a weird guy. But with all that being said, the numbers themselves don't mean the most to me.
Okay.
Right? I go live and I'm live with like 23 people. I have hit 150, blah, blah, blah.
I've seen that. Yes, I've been in your lives.
I've legitimately just really enjoyed, and in fact, and it's such a weird thing for me. Once, because the numbers will go, right? The numbers go up, right? And then at some point they just shoot all the way up, and then at some point they start to come down, and then they come down. And it's like every few minutes you'll get
like you'll get like 5, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're back to 0. Like, oh shit, like 30.
I'll see like, oh man, it's 150 people in here for like 3 minutes, and then it comes down to 140, and then it's like 12, and then 15, and then 23, and it stays at 23. Oh yeah. That's the number I care about. I'll be happier with that number because now we can talk family business. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to have those people in there. It is. Because the more people that are in there, the more the story can come out. What is the story? The story is, I want you safe and I want you to have fun on your motorcycle.
Right.
I want you safe and I want you self-actualizing in manual cars. I want you safe and I want you to understand the requirements for driving. I also want you to just be happy. So do you have questions? Let's answer those questions. Let's get you on the right path so that you can have the fun and self-actualization that you're looking for. That's what I want. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So at 23 people, we're good. At 123 people, it's a very, very, very quick moving message board. It's like, I don't really want to.
Do you think it's harder to keep? Obviously, it is obviously harder to keep up when you have that many people. But is there?
I like to read every message.
You do. Is there a comfortability in having? Do you think you can get too comfortable in having just your niche audience?
Too comfortable?
Yes.
I don't know. I felt like being too comfortable would come from you having too many people.
Really?
Because I look at like Adobo Moto, for instance. I follow him and I love his content. He's a funny dude, a great content creator as a whole. And I like that he plays both sides of it very well. For me, I'm telling people I want you to be safe.
Right.
He's the uncle that says, yeah, if you get hurt, just don't die. You know what I mean? Like,
if you get hurt, just don't die.
Like, he was complaining on one of his lives that the motorcycle content on YouTube is kind of being, aggressively attacked, arrested, even not the content creators, but the platform is starting to restrict that content because of all the things we motorcyclists do. I'm not concerned. He has to blur his license, his motorcycle, his speedometer. Right. I ain't speeding. What am I speeding for?
I'm good.
He's hitting 120 miles an hour. I accidentally hit that one time and won't never do it again. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's different. But
he's like, never again.
Like, yeah. Oh no!
But isn't the point of having that motorcycle going that speed?
So here's what happened. Right? It was a motorcycle safety foundation instructor. We all in the class, it was an advanced class. We all had our own motorcycles. So dude was like, hey, since you all have your motorcycles, we're not going to use the school motorcycles. We're going to go on the road. I was like, let's go on the road. So we go on the road, and my man was weaving in and out of traffic. I was like, all right, guess I'm going with you. I have the most powerful bike of all 8 of the bikes that are here, right? So my ego would not allow me to be left. My man went, and I'm like, oh no, he's pulling away.
I'm by myself.
No, I have to go. I've gotta go.
I gotta
go. So now I'm in 6th gear, and the bike is screaming.
Oh god.
And I'm like, dude is like, and I'm like, forget it. I'm not losing. You're not losing me, Dad.
I'm staying with you.
So, all right, we pulled over near a lake of the water. I don't even know where we were. We were in Long Island, Queens. We were in Queens, and there was some water over there. So we pulled over. We're looking at it. He's talking, right? He said, "Yeah, we're talking." Yo, Sam.
Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
I'm talking to dude. And my man was like, "Yo," and the other person was like, "How fast have you been on that bike?" I said, "I don't go over 80." And he said, "What? You're lying." I said, "What do you mean? No, I don't have to go fast." He said, "I was at 124. I looked over my shoulder and you were right there." It was like my heart sank into my booty hole. At that moment,
it would have been instant vomit.
Yo. Because the thing is, I've seen the videos of what happens to a body that goes through space like that.
It would have been instant vomit.
I freaked out. And I told him, like, yo, this is irresponsible. He said
that's irresponsible. But that's
irresponsible and bad.
But that is the point of having a motorcycle.
Huh?
That's the point of having a motorcycle.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
100,000%.
Oh
the point
my
of having
God.
a motorcycle is removing the frame. When you're inside of a car, you have a frame.
Yes.
When you wear glasses, you have a frame. When you look out your window, you're looking through a frame. But the actual motorcycle in space, literally at a certain speed, like I say it's like about 25 miles per hour, when you're no longer doing this with the handlebars or this with the handlebars, like, just doing that.
Right.
When you have to now move with the bike at about 25 to 30 miles an hour, you are no longer a thing with a vehicle. You are a body flowing through space. And you're absolutely right, Simply Haley. 60 miles an hour is crazy, right? The very first time you feel 30 miles an hour on your chest, you will bug out. Because, I hit 80 miles an hour in my car. I should be just fine. No, your car hit 80 miles an hour. You were protected. You go ahead and open that window at 80 miles an hour.
No,
I want you to tell me how you feel. I felt the wind hitting me here. I definitely slowed down. The first time I hit 40 miles an hour on that bike, I freaked out. I freaked out.
But that's the whole point of having a motorcycle is being on the bike, having the wind in your beard, and and feeling the rush. You know?
No! That is absolutely the exact opposite of what I tell everyone.
Oh my God.
No! But that's the other thing, right? So now, if you were to come to me, Sam, and you say, hey, Artie, what's the best beginner bike I could get? I say get a Honda Grom. It's a 125cc bike.
Why would you do
can't
that?
get no higher.
Why?
No. Because, so I have this idea. So it's PPS. Price, preference, and size.
Okay.
Then I have another set of them. One of those is your mentality, right? Are you the type of person who really wants the rush? Are you irresponsible?
I'm not irresponsible though.
Listen, you just said
I'm not
you gotta feel the
irresponsible
rush.
though. A little bit of a rush. I'm not irresponsible though.
But here's the thing. Little bit of a rush becomes very What kind of rush you looking for? 80 miles an hour with piss running down your leg.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Haley.
No.
Say it again.
That's not how that goes.
Listen. All right. I will admit that. Okay, so 40 miles an hour provided me with terror, then a rush, then nothing.
Gotcha.
50 miles an hour, terror, rush, nothing. 60,
Gotcha.
Same thing. I can get to 80 right now and be fine.
Okay.
But something about 90, 85, 90, terrify.
Really?
The terrify will go away and it will be replaced with the rush. And that is when we are in the danger zone.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Already human crayon.
Human crayon.
You are a meat crayon. A meat yawn, if you want to call that a humyon. You're a humyon.
A humyon.
You become a humyon.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just saying, you're a humyon.
I feel like there has to be a little part of you that is into the rush, just from the fact that you bought a motorcycle.
Nah.
Or that you bought a Hellcat. Mister tries to race me on the highway.
Well, no, that's just me showing off. That's just. So that's the thing. That's the reason why all of the success that I've had thus far has been weird.
Right.
Because if you look at Hellcat content creators, if you look at motorcycle content creators, you're not getting, hey guys, I bought these valves to make my oil change faster. You're seeing or you see and they're busting wheelies and they're doing burnouts and they're doing slides, they're going to takeovers. Like, that's the stuff, you know, the rowdy hooligan stuff, right? Or hooligan stuff. And I don't mind that. I mean, I like watching that too. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who buys a full jacket and wears this 3-season jacket up until like June 10th and sweats until then. Until then,
right? You're the guy that has a full face helmet. You know,
I have motorcycle pants.
Do you
like
really?
My pants have Kevlar in them. You know, I've impact resistance. They're built for the slide, not for the ride. The least at-gat thing or all the gear all the time that I do is I will wear my Jordans, my Jordan 9s. I'll wear those on my bike around the city. So if I go to the dojo, I got my 9s on. I don't want to put on my zip up riding boots. Right.
If
I leave New York though. Right. Exactly. If I leave New York, absolutely. Now, mind you, my 9s, they held up when a car hit me and I hit the ground. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to wear them. I'm 100% going to wear them.
Say what now?
Oh, I've hit the ground multiple times. Oh,
see, that's where the stopping point is for me. So I don't like falling.
oh, trust me, they were both bad. Like, so let's see, what was the first one? The first one was on me. I just gotten the bike. I really thought I knew what I was doing. It was on my 650 and I made a right turn and I gave too much gas and I hit something, right? Tore up the bike. I was like $3,000 to $5,000 away from a total loss.
$3,000 to $5,000
away from a total loss. So the bike, it cost somewhere around about $7,000 to rehab that bike. It was crazy. Like they basically had to rebuild the daggone thing. The engine was fine, but all the fairings and all of the connections, trash. I couldn't even ride it back. I had to take the walk of shame 5 blocks. I was not that far from the studio. It was bad. So that was the first one. The second one, I was on Christine, my wife's Duke 390. It's a KTM Duke 390. Okay. And I'm riding that thing, and it's more like a scooter because it was tiny. But I'm riding it, I was having fun, and this Town and Country hits me. I hit the sidewalk, went down, slid about 60 to 100 feet. But again, I'm at GAT all the way, all the gear, all the time. So I get up and I rode her bike back. We have the bike, everything was cool. Okay. Right? The problem is I had to go to the hospital because my soleus, you know, the muscle between the calf and your, what the heck? Yeah, so your soleus my soleus is still jacked up. I can show you the mark because it's still like there, but this was like a year and a half ago. So yes, I've gone down, but I went down in my Jordans. I was just fine. Okay. I went down with all my gear on. Mind you, aside from going to the hospital and them saying, hey, yeah, you know, we didn't, we had to do what was it, EKG? No. What's the one that they do to pregnant women?
X-ray?
No, pregnant women.
CT?
No, the pregnant women, when they do the thing with the and they rub it on the belly.
Oh, ultrasound.
Yeah, they had to do an ultrasound on my leg to make sure I didn't have any clots.
Oh, that's
nice. Because my joint swelled up bad. It was bad. In fact, Sensei Angel saw it. He was like,
okay, hold up.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's hold up because I just lost the camera on YouTube.
Wow.
I mean, here, YouTube. On, Oh, no. What do you call it? Why are you going now? Come back.
All right. Motorbikes are ridiculous to me. I gotta wear a seatbelt in a car that you shouldn't be able to drive a rocket on the street.
There it is.
I understand that thought process. I do. And I do believe that you have to be a certain type of person with a certain type of mentality. Yes. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it, quote, makes the most sense. But there are a lot of things that give us self-actualization that don't make sense.
True.
One other thing. I say this to everybody: if you ever want to ride a motorcycle ever, or if you want to ride a scooter that goes above 30 miles an hour, do it. Because I don't believe there's a faster way to get into flow state than to be on a motorcycle.
What do you mean by flow state?
So flow state is the state in which the complexity of a thing is reasonably high and your ability to do the thing is incredibly high. Your brain has done the thing enough times to allow you to do one of two things. Okay. One, let your mind drift off, but since you're on a motorcycle. Two, it allows you to be in sync, just completely in sync with the thing that you're doing. Okay. So I don't have to think. There is no spoon, if anyone gets the reference. From,
nerdy.
Anyone gets the Matrix reference.
There is no spoon. I got the Matrix reference. Big nerd, as you can see all the crap behind me.
I do appreciate the thought process that motorcycles unto themselves are quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if I were to never ride a motorcycle and I went to my grave knowing that I never rode a motorcycle and I've wanted to ride one since, my God, what year? 2004. So in 2004, I was 12, 13.
Okay.
If I get that when freestyling / drawing don't gotta risk the life. I'm happy that you get that. I never got that when drawing. Ever. I didn't get that when I was freestyling in any other way. When I was freestyle dancing or freestyle rapping, I never got those things. I've been sitting there dropping bars and I wasn't getting close.
Like, I do that all day.
I do that all day. You know what I mean? But nah, and mind you, I think I've taken enough precautions on my side, right? I can't control what other drivers do or what other riders or what anybody else does, but I've taken enough precautions before even getting on the bike. Then while I'm on the bike, I'm hyper vigilant the whole way through. So there's a joy, there's an excitement, there's a fun that I get that folks that ain't never been on a bike will never understand. And that's fine. I will never tell you you're wrong for that.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
But I will say, Okay.
But
yeah, I would say I fully understand the idea of not wanting to specifically jump on a bike. I get that. I will never tell people they're wrong for that. I will never.
I think it takes a certain level of um I don't want to say danger because that's not the right
It is
word.
danger. Let's
It
be
is danger. There is danger to it, but there's a certain level of mental um not caring, I guess. I can't think of a word that
Mhm.
equals that, but there's a certain level of like, fuck it, you know.
I mean, there is. I agree with that 100%. It's like I acknowledge that it's nuts. I do acknowledge that it's not the sanest thing, but I also it's just like there's some all right, there is one ultra practical thing about this, right? Ultra practical, and that is if I want to go into the city, I am not driving my car.
Right? Yeah, hell no. So the few times I go to the city, and I have to drive. It is to that place, wait for the person I'm waiting for, and back to Brooklyn.
Like I can't. I don't have the ability
Right.
to park out there. Like I went to go meet with a business a thought leader today, and I was like, all right, cool, what's up, man, how you doing? This is the first time I took the train in a decade.
Okay.
And he said, what?
Yeah.
I said, it's the first time I took a train in a decade.
I'm not trying to be funny. It's just the way.
Are you serious? I said, yes. He's like, how have you gotten around? Have you not seen my content?
Yeah.
So honestly, I was always scared, and growing up, hearing my dad talk, go down on it, and forbidding me to ever get on one got to me. But when my husband and I were dating, he had a bike. First time we took a ride together was, I don't know how to explain it. Never been so at peace. Nothing has ever compared to that feeling. Haley, you just explained it.
Haley's one of my favorite people.
Perfectly. You have captured the essence of riding.
Yeah.
This is 100% it. There's this idea that I am existing. I am in space. I am moving. I am at one. I don't want to say with the universe because that sounds so weird. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm at one with the universe. I am flowing. Like, as opposed to moving the vehicle, I am the vehicle. There's a relationship. That's the one thing that I like about even automatic motorcycles as opposed to manual motorcycles. You don't have to shift, whatever. There's a connection you have to have. Right. And the reason why most guys will be on that bike or work on their car is because I have this relationship. When I do a thing happens. Right. And if it doesn't happen, I get confused. Right. I don't know how to read women, most guys say. I don't know how to be in this relationship. When I tell her that I don't understand, I get yelled at for it. But when I don't understand something in the car, I just look it up and it's fine. Right. I can't look this woman up. You know what I mean? So this idea of being at peace in this relationship. Right. You have to have a relationship with that bike. If you don't, like if you're like, I'm going this way, well, the bike's going that way too. Now you're both full. There's no way around it.
Like, here we go.
That is such a beautiful statement. And I'm very happy to hear that.
Haley's amazing.
I'd love to know whether or not Haley is currently riding. I'd love to know.
I don't know if Haley's currently riding. I know Haley is an amazing person and she's a really good friend and I enjoy her company and I like when she's here. So yeah. So with all of this that you're doing between Dodge, the production company, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, maybe Twitch one day.
At some point. At
some point. What is your goal for all of this? What is the accomplishment going to be in 5, 10, 15 years for all of this?
I am hoping simply to make people's lives better in some capacity. That's really it. Somebody said this before, that the money's gonna come, the situations are going to come, everything's gonna work how it's going to work. I just need to give people stuff. I just need to give people stuff. Right. You know, like I think I mentioned it before that if somebody was in my face, in my space, in my area right now, I would be doing the same exact thing that I'm doing on the videos. You
Okay.
know, one of the videos that went viral that everyone got mad about is, do motorcycles have windshields and what are they used for? And it was a 60-second reel where I explained why a windshield, or windscreen rather, was on a motorcycle. I didn't come up with that because I thought it was a great idea. I didn't Google, hey, what's the best thing that I could put out right now as the No, a friend of mine was there, and he asked me. He said, what is this for?
Okay.
Why would you have it on here? You're not covered by anything anyway.
Yeah,
And
why would you have? I didn't even thought about that. Why is it on there?
Aerodynamics. It's the angle of wind hitting.
Ah, gotcha.
Woman, if you don't shut up. Sorry, that was Siri. Siri started talking.
I thought you was. I was like, I know you're not talking to Christine like that. I know you out of your damn mind.
Nah, the wind is the window's right there. So it would have been over that way. It would have been over that way. Woman, if you don't shut up.
She would have knocked you out.
If you think about the way that a windshield works, or where a windshield would be. So here's where the bike is, right? And I got my handlebars here, and I got the look at her. Sexy. I got the windshield right here, right? So the wind is going up and over. It hits the top of my helmet, and if I tuck down even more, it goes straight over my head.
Gotcha.
So it creates a pocket with no turbulence, no wind resistance. So I'm not getting hit in the chest with wind, hitting the chest with wind, hitting the chest with wind. I'm actually just tucking, right?
Okay.
When I put that video out, people were like, oh, this is common sense. Oh, nobody asked you that. Oh, and I'm like, my boy literally asked me that right before we started filming this.
Right.
We were filming stuff in the garage. I was just talking about stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, yeah, Artie, what's that for? I started explaining it to him.
Well,
So
it's not common sense if he didn't know.
it's common sense to those to which the situation is common.
Right.
Which means it is a learned or taught thing.
Right. Which makes sense.
So my father told me that it's the common sense is not common, it is a taught thing.
Right.
And he said that to me when I was 7. I didn't understand what he meant by that.
Now
What do you mean it's a taught thing? What does that statement mean? And he never really explained it, but I get it now.
Well, I like it's like it's so funny because I actually saw something about this on TikTok earlier about how people need to lay off Americans about not understanding that the seasons are different in the southern hemisphere as opposed to the northern hemisphere. Like for us, we know that it snows in December and January and February. It's something that we just instinctively know because obviously we have Christmas movies that show white Christmases. But in Australia, it's something that they know. It's not. We don't know that it doesn't snow in Australia in December when you're little kids. You just don't know that. It's not something it's not your lived experience.
No.
Right.
And then what you learn is that you don't know stuff.
Right.
Which I love. I love it when people, especially me, come into contact with something that causes you to say, "Oh wow, I really don't know anything, do I?"
Right.
It makes me happy because what it does is it informs my thought. My thoughts are that it snows in February. And if it snows in February here, it must snow in February everywhere. Well, no, that's not how that works. Oh, really? Well, now, because I was taught something, I now have some common sense.
Right.
So if somebody else says, yeah, it rains everywhere during this time, monsoon season, in New York, it's going to rain. New York does not have a monsoon season.
No.
So, no, that's not the case.
New York has
we don't have poisonous bugs in New York, like poisonous spiders. So when I go to Pennsylvania, I shouldn't have to fear poisonous spiders.
Right.
Not true.
That's not true. Right.
I can drink water out the tap here, so when I go away, I can drink water out the tap.
I should be able to drink water out of the tap in North Carolina. Don't you dare.
Good luck, fam.
Good
luck.
Good
luck.
If you want
to
drink water out of the tap in Camp Lejeune, good luck. You're going to get that lead poisoning. But
good luck. It's not going to work out for you very well. But that's the thing. It's the common sense portion of it. Right. I don't like the idea of common sense. Common sense is common when the situation is common. Like, for instance, I know that Christine would never shoot using a camera at a certain frame rate and not change her shutter speed. That's common sense.
To her. To her.
Exactly. But if you were shooting on a camera, I would ask you questions. Like, do you know your shutter speed right now? Yes. What are you shooting at? 24. Why are you shooting at 24? I don't know. Okay.
Right. Okay.
24 is more cinematic. Do you want cinematic? No, I don't. I want reality. Go up to 30. In fact, do you want to slow anything down? Why would I want to slow something down? Let's talk about it. See what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that makes sense. But I just want my content to help people whom, well, rather help people who would be attacked for their questions. I'm the stupid question guy. Ask me stupid questions. I'm down for it.
Gotcha. You know, so we've talked a lot about motorcycle. I haven't for quite a long time. Once we had but I do miss it though. So Haley does miss motorcycles.
Yeah, she needs to go pick one up. Just get a little one. Get a Grom. Get a Honda Grom. Unless you're like 6 feet.
As he encourages
Don't get one if you're 6 feet.
Having kids made me learn how uncommon common sense is. Facts. 100%. And we know this from just being in the dojo.
Come on now. Say it again, please.
We know this just from being in the dojo.
Absolutely.
Like, you know this from having your nephew. You know, and you're like, boy, why don't you? Okay.
Which is the reason why I'm allowed to have patience with anyone that asks me a question.
Yes.
Because here's the thought process. If you're learning something, there can't be such a thing as a stupid question.
Right.
It's impossible for you to be able to learn and also be able to ask something stupid.
Right.
If you are not learning, there are such things as stupid questions.
Gotcha.
If it's negligence, malice, that's a stupid question. Such as, hey Sam, do your farts smell as bad as your breath?
That's so glad I did not drink water when you did that.
That's a stupid question. That's a stupid question. Here's another one. Hey, Sam, is that a cat behind you? You should reasonably be able to determine that that's a cat.
It's a cat, right.
Here's why. Not because of what you see, but because we've talked about the cat the entire time.
Right.
Well, not the entire time, but we've talked about the cat.
We've talked about the cat during the stream.
We've labeled the thing cat. It looks like a cat. And we have talked about cat. So that's a stupid question. You weren't paying attention. If you weren't paying attention in this non-educational space, then I can say that's a stupid question. Now, granted, am I going to give you grace? 100%.
Yeah.
I'm giving you grace because I need grace given.
Right.
For instance, so I don't know where it is, but my brother Brandon, my brother-in-law, said he gave me my old PlayStation 2 memory card, and I don't know where it is. But anyway, on that memory card, huh?
You have a PlayStation 2 memory card.
Yeah, from the very first PlayStation 2 we had.
Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously? and then I bought another PlayStation 2. I don't know if you can see it, and I got a PlayStation 1 too.
See, Twitch.
Yeah. So because I physically own the copy of Here Comes the Pain, WWF back in the day, but WWE Here Comes the Pain. I downloaded an emulator to play the game. Now, when I downloaded the emulator, I had some questions I asked my friend. These questions are stupid questions if you are in this space.
Right.
When I saw that my PlayStation 2 memory card couldn't go into the computer without like a USB interface, I bought a device, plugged it in. It didn't work. I asked my friend. He tells me go to GitHub, go here, da 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 da. And I said, what? And everything he was saying felt like common sense.
Right.
To him.
Right.
Then he says to me, yeah, Artie, if I didn't help you, you'd have been able to figure this out. And I said, no, I wouldn't have. I would have given up. Here's why. I went to device management on the computer so I could find the device. But I went to the wrong space because I was looking at USB human interface devices. You said for me to go to the the USB composite devices. Whoa, that's common sense. Here's a human interface device. It interfaces with the computer, between human and computer. This is not a human interface device.
Right.
It's an audio device. So common sense would have told you that this wouldn't have been an HID. But no,
there you go.
It's not common sense. So I try my best to give grace.
Right.
Even in non-teaching situations, but especially if you're learning something, if you're trying to learn something. And honestly, the real reason why I do my content is because before I learned how to drive stick, I learned how to drive stick at 21. Before I learned how to drive stick, I was looking online at videos of other people driving stick,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very informative. Even when they weren't teaching, they were just doing stuff.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wanted to see other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot. Here's something that no one teaches you that everyone should learn.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a whole lot of force to move the thing. Take the thing and move it that way. Clutch in and move it that way. And normally, if you push it up, it'll just snap right to the middle. And this is third gear.
Okay.
And then you bring it back to fourth gear.
So
Fifth gear
Artie's
might take a little
gonna
bit.
eventually teach me how to drive stick because I still don't know how.
That's fine. You're gonna learn on the right-hand drive car, though.
Oh God.
You're gonna learn how to shift with this hand.
Why?
Yo, I need y'all to stick around for that. Please hit me in the chat section real quick if you want to see this woman learn how to drive stick in a right-hand drive
Oh my
Japanese
God.
domestic vehicle.
Why?
Please let me know. I want to know if you want to see this because we're gonna do a series on it if I get enough people to.
I will Okay, so here's the thing. So like we had recently talked about, and this is gonna be one of the last few questions. And I know you gotta get on your live real soon. But do it. Haley's like, do it.
Hey.
But you in that YouTube video that I was talking about, where you're like post content, do the thing. At the end of it, and I've noticed this in a couple of your videos. You haven't done it in a lot of them, but a few of them. You said, if you want to come to this space and be part of this content, hit me up. And I was like, whoa, that's a big statement to make. Are you comfortable with having randoms, I know people like saying randoms, but randoms coming into that space?
Into the studio?
Yeah, if they're genuine.
Yes, I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
That's what the studio's here for. That's why we have the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not the explicit purpose of the studio. The studio
Okay.
is so that we can have clients come in and work through stuff.
Right.
But yeah, let's work on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I feel like sometimes all you need is to be around greatness, and I am definitely at the point now in life where I can say that if you're in my space, you're in the space of greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't sound bad to me. It doesn't feel bad to me. It used to feel so bad thinking that. I would think, wow, I really am good at this, and immediately shrink and feel bad about the fact that I felt that way. Nah, if you are rocking with me, you are in the presence of greatness. Come jump on.
Gotcha. Okay. Coming. So, chat has been very, very active, but I always open up chat the last few minutes to any questions you have for Artie, aka the Chef Boy. Give it up for him. In the meantime, while you guys think of questions, whatever to ask, tell everyone what we can expect from the Chef Boy, the brand, the Chef Boy, the person, the Chef Boy, the company, in the future.
So the Chef Boy is definitely going to be doing some more business stuff, but that's separate. I'm gonna let y'all know what's happening there, just making some business moves. Sponsors are coming in, and they are kind of interesting because they actually want to work with me.
Really?
So some sponsored stuff, products most specifically. Well, actually, I mean, what else would they sponsor me with? Products and money.
Exactly.
I think one thing that you can look forward to is there will be more like still automotive and still motorsports content, but my heart has always been and will always be in developing people. So there will be some motivational content. I hate saying motivational content.
I don't think it's motivational. I feel like it's instructional. Like I said, guys, check it out. I'll try and find the link, and I'll drop it in the link. Drop the YouTube in Discord, the YouTube channel, his YouTube channel in Discord. But there is a specific video that he did recently that, even though it wasn't instructional, it felt very instructional. It felt motivational. It was like, I need to do what he's saying.
I definitely want people understanding that they are important and that their thought processes are important.
Right.
And that's the thing. So I definitely do feel like it's necessary for me to do that, for me to put out that kind of content, kind of pushing people to do the stuff and the things, you know. There were a couple of content creators that did that for me. I looked at their video and it was like, all right, I got to get up and do something now. You know? I'm hoping to be that for somebody else.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. He used his inside voice today, which was amazing.
No, I didn't. Take a
Yes,
look.
you did a little
The
bit.
the mic is still saying it's at 1%. Like,
La 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 la.
Really, Artie.
look, it went right back. It went right back.
But thank you guys. If you have no more questions for the Chef Boy, aka Artie over here, we're gonna rate
Good
into
at
my
dancing?
friend.
I'm not good at dancing. I'm not. I just do this. That's it. That's all I do.
That's all you do.
That's it. I don't do anything else. But I will say that I can stay on beat though. I can stay on beat. I can salsa, merengue, bachata. I can do a real mean. I got a mean tango if you down for it. You know what I mean? I'll try to go to Argentina one of these days and learn the Argentine tango from one of them street people. You know, get a real sexy tango going. You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask you about that Spider-Man in the back, but I'll come by your house and look at it myself.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
You know, I got mad comics behind me, but that's okay. We talk about it another time.
You have more comics than I do.
So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for being my guest. I really appreciate you. As for always, tell Christine I said hi. Love you guys. Mwah.